Hello folks, welcome to the Instigator channel. It's the Instigator. Today we're going to do a little short review on the Arduino Uno. What I've got here is an Arduino running a Blink sketch, but in order to get to there, you have to have an Arduino. You have to have the IDE. The easiest way on an Ubuntu or a Linux system to do it, depending on what your system is, I did it sudo apt-get, downloaded it, put everything in the right spot, up and running. It's no longer in the Ubuntu Software Center, so you can't do it that way. You could get it off of the website, but again, the easiest way, if you know how to use terminal, is to get it this way. You're going to have to find out what USB port you're on. Do an ls USB. It'll tell you what port you're on. Then you go into Tools, Serial Port, pick the port. Find the sketch. You find the sketch through Sketchbook, Examples, Basic, Blank. And then you're going to do an upload. It's going to upload the sketch and start it blinking again. There is a little LED on the board. You don't have to plug in an LED here. There is an LED on the board, but it's pretty small, so I plugged a LED in here for that. And for all you people complaining about my no current limiting resistor, there it is. The Arduino Uno is a nice little versatile device. Again, they have a pretty decent website for information, products, getting started, some tutorials. I like their reference. Goes through each command, tells you how to use it. Gives you an example. That's pretty cool. They also have a forum. I don't use the forum because when I did use the forum a couple times, there's just haters telling you that your code's wrong. Well, my code's working, so it's not wrong. I just want some input on other things. So I stopped using that. Plus, it's very difficult to find exactly what you're looking for. So I bought this book, the Arduino Cookbook. Second edition is the one I own. I think there's a third edition out now. It's nice. It has some real good examples, code examples in there, and gives a very descriptive about what the code's doing and how to write it. And I like a paper copy of things because then I can go back and look at it. They also make a lot of different products for the Arduino. They make things like motor shields. They also make a product called a servo shield, which I have. I'll show that one later in a different project. The little touchscreen I bought. I'm sorry, this is not a touchscreen. It's just a display. I have a numeric touchpad, works good. Some of this stuff I bought from Radio Shack when they were going out of business. A relay shield from Seed Studios, not a huge fan of Seed, but it works good. Passive infrared sensor, ultrasonic sensor from Parallax, that works really good. IR sensor. There's a couple, some LEDs. This is a very basic LED strip. This one's from Adafruit. I buy a lot of stuff from Adafruit or SparkFun for my Arduino. I believe also Adafruit now makes the Arduinos sold in the US. Not 100% sure on that, but I thought I read that somewhere. SparkFun also makes a version of a Arduino. It's called the Red Board, but it's basically an Arduino. Uses the Arduino IDE, uses all the sensors and that you can use on Arduino works on here. It's laid out pretty much the same. Pinouts and everything are the same. It's just made by SparkFun, and it's a little cheaper. Arduino also makes a variety of products. I also have some micros we'll get into later. I'll show you examples of code on that. A lot of the examples of the codes I'm going to start with are in their sketchbook, in their examples. There's quite a few in there. And they all work good right out of the box. So that's my review on the Arduino at the moment. I like it. It's a very basic microcontroller. It's very versatile. I have a project I built with it, attempting to be an autonomous tracked vehicle. And I'll show you that in a future review, or a future tutorial actually. It's relatively cheap, easy to learn. The programming is in a modified C++, so it's not the simplest thing to learn, because you have to, if you know C++, you still have to know some assembly language. So it's a mix of a couple of different things. But it works well, and there's a lot of information out there on it. That's my quick review of the Arduino Uno. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. I also want to shout out to my 2 subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. If you guys like what I'm saying, please subscribe or give me a thumbs up. If you don't like what I'm saying, please let me know, and we'll try to make some changes. If there's something you'd like to see me review, I would certainly like to hear from you. That's all I've got for today, so let's make it a great day.